All right, welcome back to another trade recap. Today was very, I guess, confusing. I don't know if that's the word. I did break my rules though, so that's good. Um, I'll just get into the bias. I said I'm bearish today for a couple reasons. One is because of the daily time frame looking like it wasn't. What was I even talking about? What? I am bearish today. One is because of the daily time frame looking like it wasn't to once. I think I meant to write once. Looking like it wants to complete the CRT pattern. Um, and by this, I just mean on the daily time frame, this candle, I mean, it still could, but this candle came up, swept out this, closed back below, so I was looking for this, previous day low. Um, that was part of my bias. And the other part, um, is the 1 hour time frame is starting to displace downward, confirming the CRT. And by this, I meant like this. It was just going straight down. But I guess my bias was wrong, so I'll honestly just journal this right now. Alright, so I'll insert this right here. And I'll say my bias for wrong. Alright. And I guess there's a lot to unpack, so we'll just go to the first trade, which was on NQ. So I'll just make it bigger. I think I only took one trade on Nasdaq besides this, which I'll get into that later. So, tapped a 15-minute right here. I'll highlight it so you can see. Tapped the 15-minute, came up, tapped it, had a CISD right here. I mean, mechanically, it is a good setup, but it's just, I don't know. It was slow to do it. It just didn't look good. It didn't feel too good. As you can see, 420.5, 420.5, and sold back up at 470.5. 470.5 right there. So mechanically, it was a good setup. It didn't feel good, though. Like, this trade, like, when I was in it, it didn't feel good, but it was a good setup mechanically, so I'll journal it. I'll see how I feel about it in the future. The second trade was another loss. This one could have been avoided, honestly. It was on ES. So, on ES, it's honestly not a bad trade, but it's just kind of like, whatever. So, on ES, we came up into this hourly. So, we had an hourly right here. Hourly for value up. And a 15-minute for value up, kind of overlapping it right here. And we had this high right here. So, on the 1 minute, wow, there's a lot to look at. All right, but on the 1 minute, basically, it came up here, put in a nice wick. This was the CISD. I didn't love this CISD just because, I mean, it's just kind of one candle. Like, this candle could have closed a little higher. And then this is why I don't really like the 1 minute CISDs too much, because it doesn't really tell a full story. Like, this probably was like where if market went below here, it would have went down and up. So I put really little risk on the table. So it was just a very, very small loss. And it was a loss, but it doesn't say it's a loss. I'm counting it as a loss, but I'm on paper. But I had a execution error because I put in like this, and then I went to trade and I put in a buy limit. Like, it was like the candles were like right here. I put in a buy limit, and I was gonna drag it down to like right here. There's like a 5-minute gap down here that I was gonna drag the buy limit to. And then price just kind of took out the buy limit before I could drag it. So it doesn't really look. I guess you could see this. I bought some back, and then so that's my second loss of the day. You can see all the executions, and this is my win of the day. Which this was honestly, this trade could have been avoided. It was a very small loss, so I'm not too mad about it. This trade I'm not mad about. It was, followed my rules, followed everything. It was just, yeah, it was a good loss. And this one, I did like this one. 10 a.m. open low, high close, right? So I'm expecting after AM session, all this, I'm expecting higher prices. So I like flip my bias a little bit. So 10 a.m. opened, went lower on the 1 minute right here, open low into the 15-minute gap it created for market open, basically. So opened, went lower into that 15-minute gap. Closed right here. CISD right there, as you can see. I entered on this candle, 556. Entered on this candle. Wrote it up to here, exactly 1R at this high right here. Scaled 2, so I scaled 50%. I didn't scale full. So I am overall red on the day, even though it might not say it because of all these. But I didn't break my rules. It was accident. I guess I accidentally broke my rules. So when I scaled 50 right here, my full TP was a 1.61. At the London, I still think this is going to be hit, but I'm going to stop trading today because I've already taken so many trades. But London and Asia highs are equal. So it's like a very strong draw. If I kept trading, came back down. Let's just honestly see. If I kept trading, I would have saw price come back down. Sweep this out. I would have entered right here. Entered right there. Stop at the body. TP here. So this would have been the trade to take, but I was already taking 3 trades, so I missed out on that one. I'm not too mad about it, but I guess this is the first red day I've had in a while, so that's fine. I guess the rest of the week is kind of chaotic. Wednesday, NFP, GDP, employment cost, 10 a.m. price index. Obviously, May 1st, Thursday is the day before NFP, unemployment games, all that. And then May 2nd is NFP day, Friday. First Friday of the month. And then I think next week should be good. Yeah, 10 a.m. news. Oh, yeah. Oh, FOMC. That's fine. Yeah, next week should be good. So hopefully next week is fire. Yeah, I'm going to be cautious going into the rest of the week. Especially Thursday. Wednesday, I'll probably take a trade Wednesday, or at least look to. Thursday, I'll be very cautious. But yeah, I guess it was a tricky day for me. But yeah, I think that's it. So I'll be back tomorrow. See you.